Hurricane Melissa making history as one of the most powerful storms to make landfall in the Atlantic Basin after slamming the southwestern side of Jamaica Tuesday as a Category 5. Entire communities are destroyed. Now the search is on for any survivors who may be trapped. As Rena Roy reports, Melissa, currently a Category 2 hurricane, is now wreaking havoc in Cuba and the Bahamas.
Piles of debris, streets turned to rivers, and vehicles underwater in Black Rock, Jamaica. The Prime Minister declaring the entire island a disaster area after Hurricane Melissa made landfall Tuesday afternoon. As one of the most powerful on record to make landfall in the entire Atlantic Basin, with winds at least 185 miles per hour at one point. Jamaican officials say it's now all hands on deck as crews assess the widespread damage and rescue anyone who may still be trapped. The strong winds ripping roofs off homes. Electrical systems also impacted. You can see this transformer in Kingston sparking. Officials say 75 patients had to be moved from a hospital in St. Elizabeth Parish after it lost power and the roof was damaged. In the popular tourist area of Montego Bay, structures destroyed, roofs collapsed and tiles torn off. Emergency vehicles seen patrolling the area. Thousands seeking refuge in shelters with homes across the island uninhabitable. The U.S. State Department now offering assistance.
A lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of water.
Many Americans who were vacationing on the island stuck during the storm.
I ain't never been through nothing like this before, so it's kind of scary trying to get back to my kids, but I guess we gotta wait it out and hope for the best.
The storm now lashing Cuba with strong winds and heavy rain, water rushing through roads in Santiago de Cuba, even before Melissa made landfall there.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Melissa weakened as it crossed through Cuba, but as you saw, still very strong, causing devastation as it makes its way toward the Bahamas. A couple from Louisville is currently stuck in Jamaica with all the hurricane issues. Johnny Ison came to the island to celebrate her partner Courtney Allen's birthday, but the hurricane forced them to ride out the storm when the airports closed. In Louisville, Janice Clark, a restaurant owner from Jamaica, has been checking in with all of her friends and family who had no choice but to hunker down.
My friend told me her car got smashed by a tree and her house is experiencing flooding at the moment.
Even when it's over, it's gonna be a matter of even being able to get out of here, to go through the streets, to even make it to the airport, and even what the airport might look like.
Friends of Johnny and Courtney have started a fund to help the couple through emergency costs, including their hotel stay. Meanwhile, Clark says her restaurant in downtown Louisville will be collecting donations to go toward hurricane victims. She's encouraging anyone to stop by. 12:02 here on your Wednesday. Still a very strong storm behind you there, Matthew.
Yeah, surely so. Still holding that strength even as a Category 2 hurricane, with max sustained winds at 100 miles per hour still. So it's starting to pick up speed, though, now moving northeast at 14 miles per hour. So getting at least further north, just north of Cuba, into places like Clarencetown and the Turks and Caicos area. So where is it expected to go? Likely out to sea, thankfully, just as it passes the Turks and Caicos Islands. As we head towards likely this afternoon, back into tonight and into your Thursday. Still expected to hold strength, actually, as a Category 2 hurricane. Possibly some areas like Bermuda could be impacted by this as we head towards Thursday night, back into Friday morning. So still some areas likely to be impacted as it makes its way out into the Atlantic. Now, we talk about strongest hurricanes on record. Well, Melissa ranks up with the top ones. Honestly, the central pressure of this system, just as it was making landfall, was at 892 millibars. So certainly a very strong storm that we did see, in fact, yesterday, and still on the way for today. Right back here at home, though, still seeing some rain showers out there for you. Been a wet and soggy day so far, and temperatures barely reaching 50 degrees this afternoon. Upper 40s into Seymour, 47 in Mitchell, but heading further south, still into the lower 50s for this morning. As look at the next 12 hours, well, really you won't see temperatures rise too much, as we'll see rain pretty much the entire day. As we give you a look at Max HD radar, those rain showers continue to roll through really across our area and likely into the afternoon as well. So when will we finally see those rain showers come to an end? Well, I'll be timing that out coming up in just a few minutes. We'll send it back over to you, Brooke.
Matthew, thank you. A woman is dead after an overnight shooting in Simpsonville. It happened around 12:40 near the Beachdale Apartments. Police and EMS responded to those apartments there on Buck Creek Road for a shots fired call. We're told that woman died at the scene. They have said that this was a homicide. Police believe the shooting, though, is an isolated incident. Anyone with additional information can call the Simpsonville Police Department at 502-527-8695. Ronald Exantis, the man released early from prison after a 10-year-old murder case from Versailles, Kentucky, is headed back to the Bluegrass State facing a felony parole violation. In 2015, Exantis drove from Indianapolis to Versailles, where he randomly broke into a home and admitted to killing 6-year-old Logan Tipton and assaulting members of his family. Well, he was rearrested earlier this month. This is video from Marion County, Florida, after investigators were tipped off about his relocation to the area. Deputies said he failed to register as a felon. That's a misdemeanor in Florida, but it counts as a felony in Kentucky for violating his parole. It's unclear how much time he could spend back in prison. His original sentence was 20 years. He only served 7. Still no cause of a fire that sent a man to the hospital for smoke inhalation Tuesday. It happened at an apartment building on Shining Willow Drive near Tom Sawyer Park in East Louisville. Anchorage Middletown Fire sent us this video from the scene. They responded along with St. Matthews Fire just after 9:30 yesterday morning. Officials said there was extensive fire damage to the bedroom where the fire started. 2 adults made it out of the building safely on their own. 1 man was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. The cause, again, still under investigation. A grand jury just indicted a 24-year-old man in connection to the death of a baby girl more than a year ago. Gregory Ford Jr. is charged with a 1-year-old's murder back in August of 2024. LMPD originally responded to a home in the Iroquois neighborhood on reports of a baby unconscious and not breathing. She later died at Norton Children's Hospital. Now, aside from murder, Ford faces a charge of strangulation and assault. 2 Louisville teenagers will spend years behind bars after pleading guilty to the murder of a 13-year-old boy. Devion Blackman was shot and killed in the Chickasaw neighborhood in June of 2024. Weeks later, a 15- and 16-year-old were charged in his death. Police said Daniel Wallace and Brad Watkins tried to rob Blackman before the shooting. The Commonwealth's Attorney's Office announced yesterday Wallace and Watkins both pleaded guilty to multiple felony charges. Watkins was sentenced to 23 years in prison, while Wallace will receive 5.